Hello, I'm Sam Orlich, a product specialist for Heritage Audio in Madrid, Spain, and today we'll be introducing the latest addition to our HERCHILD family, the GRANDCHILD 670-500. Okay, let's go over the different features that the GRANDCHILD has to offer. First thing you're going to want to do is turn it on, and here we're going to run into a 3-position switch. All the way up is off, completely off, and then just moving it 1 position down, you actually enter into the bypass mode. So the unit itself is on, so the valves, the tubes are starting to warm up, because we really do recommend a good 15 minutes to let it warm up before using it, before processing audio. And then all the way down, you enter into the active mode, and this is when you can start to actually compress the audio. And you'll notice as well that the VU meter will light up once you enter into that. If I go back to bypass, the lights turn off on the VU meter, and once I activate it again, it will come on, which is good because it helps to indicate that you're in active mode. Okay, then below we've got the first up, we'll run into this AC threshold, and that's just basically a threshold control. So once you pass over that limit, you'll start to compress the audio. Then up on top, you've got 20 dBs of attenuation for the input gain. And then you've also got what we call here the DC threshold, and that if you go all the way to the counterclockwise position, you get a very hard, like a limiting response, very hard ratio slope. And as you slowly move it clockwise, it starts to smooth out. The curve will smooth out, and you get a very gentle progressive slope to it, which can be very nice for more transparent use of compression. Okay, and you've got everything in between, so you can really find the sweet spot when you're processing. And then on the other side, you've got the 5 different time settings for the tack and release. And basically starting out with quicker settings up top, and as you slowly move down, they become slower attacks and slower release. There is one other feature that we should mention, and it's one that's not immediately obvious, as it's actually located on the bottom of the unit. It's a 3-position switch in order to activate a sidechain filter for the detection circuit. First position is flat. The middle position is a pretty medium cut of 12 dBs at 100 Hertz. And then the last position is a bit more severe, which basically doesn't allow any low-end content to influence the compression. And that's a cut of 24 dBs, also at 100 Hertz. Okay, let's go over the connections for the GRANDCHILD 670-500. Well, as this is a 500 series unit, there really aren't exactly connections. Well, there are, but they're on edge connectors. And as this is a 2-slot unit, there are 2 of them, and they are gold-plated. So very nice, high quality there. And one other thing real quick, I'm just going to mention, I just wanted to point out again, that sidechain filter is located here on the bottom. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope we've been able to answer any questions or doubts you may have had about our new unit. Nonetheless, you can always contact us through our webpage. And I'd also like to remind you that we also have the HERCHILD 670, which is the stereo unit, or dual mono, also usable as a mid-side, as well as the mono version, the HERCHILD 660.